Next up, because we have a few more bills to go, we have House Bill 5203 by Representative Phillips.
Would you like me to go to the podium, or can I sit at the chair here?
Whatever your preference,
I'd
Representative.
rather sit here and enjoy the company of the committee members. But thank you, Chairman Solomon, for hearing House Bill 5203. I have put this in for the last 3 years, and the first year I put it in, there was quite a few sub-A's, sub-A2s, sub-A3s, because we were trying to get the wording just correct for this. And in 2019, the House did pass this bill 72-2. So it was overwhelmingly supported. And what this bill in essence does is everybody in the industry of the trucking industry has to have workman's comp for their employees. Well, some of the truckers decide they want to circumvent the system or game the system by saying and misclassifying employees as independent contractors. Now, how this came about that they were brought to light was they also have to submit to the federal government certain documentation as to do they have employees or do they not have employees, et cetera, et cetera. And one trucking outfit had put on his federal forms that he had 30 employees. But when we went to the state documentation that he had to do, he said he had 0. So there's something wrong between the federal government documentation and the state documentation, and that's how this came about. I've been working with the trucking industry. I've also been working with the Department of Labor and Training, the Department of Motor Vehicles, and also the Department of Business Regulations weighed in on it. They are all in conjunction and in favor of this bill. We have a letter, you should have gotten an email this afternoon from Walter Craddick, who is the administrator of the DMV, that said that he has no problems with, he knows that they can do the enforcement between DLT, getting these two departments to work together, where DMV will send them a list of all the truckers before the registration comes up. DLT will find out, do they have the workman's compensation? If so, they send it back, they're fine, registration goes through. If there's something amiss, then DLT will send back that we need either additional documentation or we need to get some clarification, and then the DMV will notify the trucking industry or the trucking outfit that they need to supply this stuff. If not, their registrations will not be renewed at that point. So this is just one way to put everybody on a level playing field, number one. And number two, as everybody is doing the workman's compensation, everybody's rate goes down, so everybody wins. And with that, I will answer any questions.
Thank you, Representative. Are there any questions for the sponsor? Seeing none, it looks like you've done your homework on this bill, so excellent. So we did receive written testimony in favor from the Rhode Island Department of Motor Vehicles, Walter Craddick, and that concludes the testimony on House Bill 5203.